A brilliant 93 from Hamish Marshall off only 53 balls did for Somerset as they lost to neighbours Gloucestershire at a packed Taunton by 8 wickets. Having won the toss and choosing to bat, Somerset went about their business fairly well, with Johan Myburgh and Jim Allenby taking 12 off the first Tom Smith over, including a maximum off the 4th ball. They'd taken the score to 44 when Allenby missed a straight one from Benny Howell and had to depart with 22 to his name at the end of the 5th over. The next ball saw Myburgh take a nasty blow from Craig Miles. Thankfully, the batsman got back to his feet and was able to continue, but it would have certainly shook him up a little. Such things tend to play on batsmen's minds, and wickets seem to follow, and that's exactly what happened, although it wasn't Myburgh. Peter Trigo went for 2 and was followed quickly in the 9th over by Hildreth, who tried to reverse sweep Jack Taylor and was given out leg before. He left with the score on 60 for 3 and with the home side in need of stepping up the run rate. Myburgh had shaken off his earlier blow and now looked to be the man to do just that. He hit Taylor for a maximum in the 11th over, an over that went for 12. The over that followed, though, saw the opener's innings come to an end. Once again going for the big shot, he found Ian Cobain at long off and was on his way for 38 off 30 balls. New Zealander Luke Ronke joined Tommy Cooper, and with a score on only 121 after 16 overs, they needed runs and fast, and Ronke was the man happy to deliver. He smashed the 2nd and 4th balls of Taylor's over the rope. And Cooper followed suit with the final ball of the over to take 20 off the over and propel Somerset to 158 for 4 off 17 overs. Ronke hit another maximum off Fuller to take him to 49, but he missed out on his half-century and he was caught by Smith in the penultimate over off James Fuller. Fuller also picked up Cooper in the same over for 38, having him brilliantly caught by Geraint Jones. The last over went for 8, and Somerset ended their innings on a below-par 174 for 6. Somerset needed early wickets and some tight bowling to build the pressure on Gloucestershire, and they'd restricted the visitors to only 11 off the first 2 overs. But the 3rd saw Jamie Overton go for 3 fours, and Gloucestershire more than double their score in 1 over. They were going at 10 runs and over after 5, and it seemed like anything Somerset were trying ended in the same result. Klinger is one of the leading run scorers in the competition this year, and in Marshall, Gloucestershire have one of the most experienced players on the circuit. They took the score to 93 after 10 overs, and in the 11th, Marshall had reached his half-century. The New Zealander got there courtesy of 8 falls off only 30 balls. He celebrated his landmark with a maximum off Allenby, and Somerset were now in desperate need of a wicket to stem the tide. By the start of the 13th over, the visitors required 59 to win, and Klinger needed only 3 to get his 50. It arrived courtesy of Abdur Rahman. The Pakistani dropped the Australian off Overton, and that pretty much summed up Somerset's evening. Marshall was by now intent on getting the game wrapped up as quickly as possible. He hit Thomas over the ropes and rubbed salt into Rahman's wounds in the 15th over by hitting him for a maximum to take Gloucestershire to 147 by the end of the 15th over, needing only 28 to win from the remaining 5. To Somerset's credit, they never gave up, and with Marshall nearing what would be his 3rd ton in T20, they finally had their first wicket. Marshall was caught by Max Waller off Overton for a match-winning 93 from 53 balls. Klinger followed his opening partner in the next over when he was trapped in front by Alphonso Thomas, but by now the visitors only needed 9 to win from 2 overs. Peter Hanscom took Thomas for back-to-back 4s off the first 2 balls of the final over to seal the win, but the damage had been done by the opening pair of Klinger and Marshall, who shared an opening partnership of 156. So Gloucestershire's 8-wicket win saw them take the points and move above Somerset in the table. The home side now lie 8th in the South Group, with only 1 home game left at the county ground. Next up for Thomas and his men is a trip to play the in-form Kent side next Friday.